Hi, Sai.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, Fatima. Thank you for accepting my invitation and accepting to be on my show.
Thank you for inviting me. It's an honor for me.
So I thought to introduce you to my audience. So can you please introduce yourself to my audience and to the people who are watching and listening to you?
Yes, thank you. I'm Fatima Blancas. I'm a Microsoft MVP in Office Apps and Services. I'm a Mexican woman. I'm CEO of iTProve Corporation. We are an IT company focused on Microsoft 365 services. I'm too vice principal in two schools on Mexico City, Colegio Leonardo da Vinci and Instituto Paz y Libertad. We are the first Microsoft Show School Case incubator recognized for this program in this city. That's a very short points of myself.
So awesome. So you're from Mexico, right?
Yes, I'm from Mexico.
Okay. So can you tell me about your education, where you have done your education?
Yes, I studied informatics. I'm not sure the engineer. I'm engineer on computer science. I studied in a private college in Mexico City named Universidad La Salle. And I'm doing my master degree right now in online mode on Universidad Virtual del Estado de Guanajuato. That's the first um, virtual university on one of the most important states on Mexico. Guanajuato is a very big place and one of the most important producer of shoes in Mexico, of course.
Okay. So can you tell me about the certifications that you did?
Yes, in the beginning of my career, I do some certification about SharePoint and project. I started with these topics many years ago, 15 almost years ago. And I continue to doing things about this kind of projects, implementing solutions using SharePoint and project. And when Office 365 started on 2010, I continue to doing projects, but this time in modern workplace solutions. Um, For these projects, I identified that many people need to get some ideas, some documentations to learn these tools. So I started to doing some trainings. This opportunity that I have inspire me to continue to do other things, but this time in but free by free contributions for technical communities in Mexico, and that opportunity opened for me other kinds of events. I had the opportunity to stay in San Diego for the SharePoint Friday in 2019. And in 2020, I got the Microsoft MVP recognition. That award was delivered for me for my contributions. I think that is a very big opportunity to other women to do this kind of task, this kind of content for other people. We need this content because the people in the companies sometimes uh, look for other ideas for how other developers are working on Power Apps, on Power Platform, on SharePoint, and how to solve these some issues. And if you have this opportunity to contribute for others, you will discover that it's amazing. Your knowledge and share your knowledge. It's amazing because you will can have other friends, other ideas. You can identify many opportunities in this kind of tasks. It's amazing to go for events, to contribute with others. I love that. That's what I got the MVP award for Microsoft. I received it in Microsoft for my contribution in Microsoft Teams, but I love to work with SharePoint, with Power Platform. It's amazing.
That's awesome. So, can you tell me about you as a sub-director general when you got this job and how you got this job and how was it, how you worked?
Um, in Mexico, we said subdirector, but in English, you said vice principal. Many years ago, as well, I started my engineer career in well, in professional mode. At the same time that I started teaching in a school. My experience in technical environments doing these kind of things uh, put me in front of the principal of this school. I can make some suggestions for the school for continue to doing the digital transformation for them many years before the Office 365 start. When this tool, Office 365, was announced for Microsoft, I remember that I be there in the online show for that announced, and I saw an opportunity to work through these tools. I lived in Mexico City. It's a very big city. For us, we take 2 hours or more to go for different places, especially for the places of the most important companies. And that's where I identify an opportunity for students to start working with this kind of tools. So I convince some teachers to do this journey to learn in Office 365, and that's why the principal of the school decided to let me implement Office 365. By many years, we working on the strategic to try to convince the students, the parents, and the other community involved in the school community. Because in Mexico, it's complicated to the people saw the opportunity that they have to learn through these kind of tools like Office 365. So in 2019, we changed the model of that school. and we start our digital transformation journey in official mode. That opportunity opened many situations, many projects for our students. And I love the results that I saw nowadays. When the pandemic starts, we was almost ready, because the unique part that we don't use a lot in that moment was the video conferencing mode. We use the other tools, OneNote, OneDrive, Word, Edge, any other tool. But the video conference was not the most important part, because we was in present both. But we take only 1 week to prepare our students, and from the pandemic start and nowadays, we have good results in our students. They are happy, they are engaged with their own learning, and I love that.
Awesome. So, can you also tell me about you as a EPM consultant, when you started it and how you got into this?
Yes, I started as a EPM consultant because I used for many years project to implement solutions. I had the opportunity to work in many companies. I remember that the most biggest project that I implement was for a financial company in Mexico. And I met a wonderful woman there. She was very hard with us, like a team. She always push to do the most, to do the best in our job. She have she had many ideas, and seeing her commitment, hearing her ideas, I mm, I think that was the difference in my life, like a woman, because in before her, I only see men doing things in like CEOs, like chiefs. So when I saw that incredible woman doing that ideas real, I I decided to do that the same like her, to pushing myself to do the best. She was my boss, or the boss of that project for 2 years, and she complete that project and continue to do other things. But the most important part of this part of the history of my story is that I think that we need to saw other women doing this kind of task, doing this kind of project, because I was a EPM consultant, but my ideas was only in technical mode. I made many tasks. I developed some things. I made some documentation for her, but I think that the technical experience need to be completed. We need to believe in ourselves, seeing others do their things, do their projects. I think that there was, I think that was the best part of my EPM experience, I think.
That's great. So, can you tell me about you as CEO at iProve Corporation, which you are doing now?
iTProve,
Yeah.
yes, iTProve is a company, a Mexican company that I decided to found 7 years ago because as a consultant, I mm, I had the opportunity to do many projects. I work in other companies, but I want to do more projects. Um, in the moment that I decided to create iTProve was because in my home in Mexico City have many outskirts zones, and the people in that zones need to travel a lot. If I used Office 365 to obviously 7 years ago, the home office mode was not completely accepted idea. No, many companies thought that the home office mode was not the best idea for their objectives. But I think that nowadays and in that year, that the home office is the is a great mode to work. And I wanted to create new opportunities of this kind of job for my colleagues that live in that outskirts of Mexico City. That's what I created, that I found iTProve. It works. I love the results. We have been working in many projects. Nowadays, with the pandemic, the home office mode is common, but 7 years ago was not the same.
So, how many people are working under you?
In our company work 15 persons. In the schools, in both schools, I leader 60 persons.
So, you worked as a sub-director general, and you worked as a EPM consultant, and now you are a CEO of iProve Corporation. So, how this technical world experience is?
Well, I think that this combination, like a CEO, like a vice principal, like a women in IT, is a key part in my life. I think that this opportunity that I have to do different things in my day allow me to contribute and create new opportunities for others. I have no enough time to tell you the complete story, but I work with other technical guys and technical women in different communities especially to create events and workshops to teach others about the SharePoint and modern workplace tools, especially Power Platform. And sometimes we talk about Azure or these kind of tools that the companies need nowadays to continue to get their results, to continue to be productive. And we think that the people that is involved in these companies need to identify why these tools can contribute for these objectives. I think it's incredible to have the opportunity to see the results of these tools in the companies, see how they grow, and identify the strategic for the youngest people in the schools. How can we teach them how these tools can change their lives? How can they use these tools to do more for them, for their families, for their communities, through their common task, deliver something using Teams, using OneNote to create their notebooks, and without paper, they can use all other tools only in their devices. It doesn't matter if they have the complete devices. For example, some of my students don't have laptops or computers. They only have tablets or mobile phones. And with this kind of devices, they can do a lot. And teach them how can they do these activities. We can create a difference for them, and this difference can do other results, can create other results for them, for the companies in the future, for the future jobs. And it's amazing. I consider that I am a lucky woman because I have this opportunity to see the companies in this moment, in the pandemic, in middle of the pandemic, how they can do their journey with online tools and allow the other of my colleagues to create new solutions, new ideas for our students. I think that is amazing for me. It's a strange blend in one person, but I appreciate my lucky in this.
So, can you tell me about your words about women in IT?
Yes, as you know, women are a minority. We are the lowest statistic in technical jobs. And with other women, we decided to create one community was created 2 years ago, starts 2 years ago, And we start our Facebook channel 1 year ago. In this community, we have the idea that other women need to hear the examples, the opportunities that other women have, the results that other women have nowadays with their jobs, and they need to hear that this is not a world only for men. Sometimes in the communities in where they live, some men think that the women can do this kind of journeys, this kind of learn. But we discovered that it's possible. We do it because we have other persons, men and women, contributing in our experience, teaching us, pushing us. And it's that's what I want, and that's we want to do. Show to many women around the world that it's possible. Through our example, through the other women examples, and in this community, we not only made technical events, technical workshops, we do interviews for other women to hear their experience, to learn from her, from these women, from them, from hers. And nowadays, in 1 month ago, the women MVPs from Latam and Brazil decided to create another community. This time is focused on young women, girls, and teenagers. We think that if they start learning in their scholarship, yes, in their schooler time, and if they have another opportunities to view these tools in how can use it, they can decide to study these careers. That's why we are creating. We are working in this idea. Nowadays is an idea only, but we hope to have ready this idea in the next month, and I will be happy to share with you when this idea is ready, will be ready.
So, what do you say to the women who are watching this video and who are listening to your words? Oh my God, one second. Your words from anywhere on this planet, if they are listening, any woman who is listening to you, do you want to say anything to them?
Yes, I want to share with other women that you can do it. You only need to decide. You only need to take yourself your decisions and work on it. Will be hard. I'm pretty sure about that. But when you discover the results that you can get with it, you want to do other thing. The technical opportunities are incredible. The fields that you can choose are amazing. Try it. If you don't know how to start, Nowadays, you have many content in social media. Try to look for some students that are doing some events. You can find especially students ambassadors in different tools, not only in Microsoft tools. Try it. Try. Don't think that it's a difficult journey. It is, but you will love the results.
So at last, what do you say about my performance in this video?
Your performance,
Yeah.
I admire your courage to do this kind of videos. It's amazing the opportunity that we have in to show others that we can talk with many people around the world, and how the barriers that we had in other times nowadays disappears. And it's amazing that you take yourself and do this. I love it, and I really appreciate this opportunity to talk with you. It's amazing. Thank you
So,
for that.
so at last, have you seen any videos of mine on YouTube? And what do you say about the work that I'm doing?
Um, to be honest, I only see two videos. I will see the others. I'm very curious about that. But when I hear you, I think that you are an incredible guy, and the content that you have is um, I I have a trouble with find some adjectives, and I think I said many times awesome, but it's outstanding. That's another. It's outstanding. Um, I think that you need to continue to doing the people around the world need to see you, need to see your content, because the content that I see is is very nice, is very interesting, and I want to see the other videos.
So, thank you, Fatima, for giving me your valuable time and spending your valuable words on my show. I'm sure people learn.
Thank you, Sai, for having me. Thank you.
So, can I put this video on my YouTube channel with your permission?
Yes, of course.
And also, can I put this video and audio clip on my podcast, website, social media, internet, everywhere with your permission?
Yes, of course. Yes, I'll be very happy to hear my own voice in that, and share the video in my social media.
Awesome. So I hope you'll continue doing the great work. I'm sure in coming days, a lot of people are going to get knowledge from you and learn from you, and also the world needs your contribution in technical world. And I'm sure in coming days, a lot of people learn a lot from you.
Thank you. I hope to doing these kind of things. I love to contribute to technical communities, and I hope to continue to doing that. And I hope we continue to stay in touch. I'm happy to meet you today, and I'll share with you when these communities uh, will present it for others.
Yeah, I'll be connected with you all the time. So whenever you're free or whenever you want to say anything through my medium, through my YouTube channels or through my podcast. If you have any message, any information that you want to tell anytime, just put a message to me, or I'll send you my email ID. And you can put a message, and we'll share to the technical people who will be watching us, who will be listening to us.
Thank you for that, Sai.
Yeah.
Nice to
And
meet you.
yeah, and also, do you have any website links or social media links or uh, any links that you want me to share with my audience?
Yes, I will share with you through our chat my links, the links of our communities, my personal links through of LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and another social media.
Awesome. Thank you, Fatima, uh,
Thank
for giving
you,
me.
Sai.
Yeah, again, yeah. Take care.
And thank you for your patience at the beginning.
I didn't get you.
Thank you for your patience at the beginning.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Bye.